See, in this chapter is important. Why? Because this will be related to the number of chapters. All the chapters, whichever is there in the first year, all the chapters almost they are related to the second year chapters. Nothing but you should know the basics of the first year topics. Once you see this one, laws of motion, nothing but you have to get to know about the friction. Why? Because in the charges you'll get the friction also. Some friction also, friction type of problems also you'll get, and also in the heat we will get the friction. So, and also you have to apply wherever that might be. For example, if you see the fluid mechanics, in that force of buoyancy topic will be there. In that you have to apply the free body diagrams only. If you don't know how to take the free body diagrams, how to take the number of forces acting on the body, you cannot solve that kind of problems. So all the topics in the first year are very important to understand physics. Whoever don't know first year topics properly, they will say that I don't know physics, I'm getting scared about the physics, like that. So first year topics are very important. In that, work power energy also very important. Why? Because this chapter is related to the SHM, waves, all the second year chapters, almost all the second year chapter, dual nature, atoms, everything it is related to. So this is very important, work power energy, and also in the laws of motion. Moreover, in all the, whenever you see all the previous years question papers, you will get only one question. Only one question will come. So, but work power energy, there is a chance for one or two questions. And also it will be very easy as compared to the laws of motion. Very easy topic. Based on the direct formulas only we will get the answers. So, first of all, in that work. Work is also very important topic. Work. So, what is the work means? Generally, already you know the formula. Work is equals to, what is the formula? Force into displacement. Force into displacement, nothing but with which multiplication, that is dot product. So that W is equals to F bar dot S bar, you might be getting. W is equals to F bar dot S bar. From that, what we got? W is equals to, what I can write this one as Fs cos theta. Dot product is important for this chapter. So W is equals to Fs cos theta. For example, I have a block of mass M here. On that I am applying a force of F. Before I will just apply in the horizontal direction only, I am applying the force of F in this direction. So that what happens? Block will move, right? There is no friction, by the way, smooth surface only. If friction is there, then I will mention, otherwise all the surfaces are smooth only. Now, here whenever I apply the force in this direction, then what happens? Nothing but it will make a displacement. So displacement along the force or opposite to the force? Along the force it will make. So that displacement along the force in this direction, it is making a displacement, and then finally it is coming to here. Displacement yes. So whenever I apply the force on the block, it is making the displacement, then I will say that the work is done on the block. For example, I want to move this wall. I am applying some force, a huge force I am applying. I'm doing the work or not? First of all, tell me. See that I am applying the force, very high force I am applying here. So even then I am not able to move this one. Then I have done a work or not? Tell me. Done or not? No, I did not done. Why? Because I am not able to move this one. Whenever the displacement is there, then only I have done a work. I just lost my energy, that's it. But I have not done the work. Clear? So that always there is a displacement. Whenever there is a displacement, then only we will say that the work is done. In that work also we will have positive work, negative work, and also zero work. Those are also very important according to the directions. According to the applied force and then displacement direction, we will divide into number of types of works that we will discuss later. So whenever I apply the force of F here on this block, then what happening? Nothing but it is making a displacement yes. Whenever it is making the displacement, then only we can say that a work is done on the body. If I am not able to move this block, how much ever force I applied, but it is not moving, nothing but that force is getting wasted by the friction there. I am not able to move this one, nothing but there is a friction. So that I am not able to overcome that friction. So that my energy is obviously in the universe, always energy will be conserved. So I am wasting my energy, nothing but that energy who is taking, nothing but friction is taking. I am not able to overcome that friction. So here whenever I move this body, I wanted to move this body, then I am moving this one to a displacement yes, then I will say that I have done some work. How much work? Nothing but the force into the displacement. For example, now on the same block of mass m only, I have applied the force in this direction with an angle theta with the horizontal. Then it will make the displacement in which direction? Horizontal direction only, no? So that horizontally it is moving up to here. Then can I say that work is done? Work is done. Why? Because I have applied a force so that I got a displacement. So work is done. So work is done only. What is the work done here? What is the work done? F into S only directly. See that you have to take always, remember that you have to take that the displacement should be along the force. Otherwise force should be along the displacement. So this is constrained to move only in which direction? Horizontal direction. So that force should be there along the displacement only. Should be there nothing but what you have to take. Obviously I apply the force here F. So that what you have to take? Component of the force. Component of the force along the displacement you have to take. So here if I take this one as F nothing but this horizontal component will be what? F cos theta, and then this will be what? F sin theta. Now among the F cos theta, F sin theta, who is doing work? F cos theta is doing work. Why? Because displacement is there in which direction? Horizontal direction only. So that what is the work done here? Nothing but the displacement caused force. What is the displacement caused force here? F cos theta into the displacement is how much? S. So that if you see the Fs cos theta here, this is again what? Dot product between the force and displacement. F bar dot S bar. Clear, understand, right? So the work done means the dot product between the force and displacement. Always you have to take the displacement and force in the same direction only. Now for example, a block is lying on the horizontal table. Now I am applying a force in this direction. What is the work done by me? What is the work done by me? See that I am applying beneath the table, under the table I am applying. What is the work done by me on the block? 0. Why? Because I am not able to move the block. For example, on the table only, I fixed this one on the table. So now from the above I am applying a force F. What is the work done? 0. See that on this phone, if I apply the force in this direction, then only I make a work. I can move this one, displacement is done. For example, if I apply like this, can I move this one? I cannot move. If I apply like this, I cannot move. So work done by me in the two cases is how much? 0 only, obviously. So whenever you are doing work, whenever you are applying the force, in the same direction there should be a displacement. Then only we can say that work is done. Now here work is how much? 0 work. Then here work is how much? Fs cos theta. Here directly what is the work done here? Force into displacement. Directly Fs only. There is no angle here, by the way. What is the angle between them? Force and displacement is 0. Cos 0 is 1. So the W is equals to Fs only we will get. Now we will get the work done in the vector form also. Work is a scalar or vector first of all? Scalar quantity, right? So force and displacement we will get in the vectors. You have to multiply them and then you have to get a work done again. For example, the force is given as F is equals to Fx I cap plus Fy j cap plus Fz k cap. This is a force vector I have taken F bar. And then displacement vector, let me take, that is S bar is equals to, I can take Sx I cap plus, directly x I cap I will take, otherwise x I cap, y j cap and then z k cap. Now I want to find out the work done between them. Work done is equals to what I can do? Dot product. I am saying about the dot product, listen properly. So what is the work done formula? F bar dot S bar. Whenever it is F bar dot S bar, then F bar, first of all you have to multiply with I cap term with I cap term, J cap term with J cap term and then K cap term with K cap term. So that I cap with I cap, what is that I can write? Fx into x plus I cap is done, already finished, that one is. Why? Because we will not get in the vector form again. Whenever we multiply I dot I is equals to how much? 1. I cross I is equals to how much? 0. Why? Because the cross product formula is what? AB sine theta. Sine 0 becomes how much? 0. So the cross product between the like unit vectors is 0. The dot product between the like unit vectors is 1. So I dot I is 1 plus Fy into y, second one, plus Fz into z. This is the work done. This is how you have to do whenever they have given the vectors. And also in some of the problems they will give that force is like that only they will give, and also they will give the displacement in different manners. For example, R1 position vectors they will give, otherwise coordinates they will give. For example, R1 is 2, 3 and then 1, and then R2 is 1, 2, 3, like that they have given. So how to find out the work done now? Yes, position vectors no I have given. So that how to get the displacement? Delta S is equals to what I can get? R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1 nothing but you should not do directly. What you have to take again? 2 I cap plus 3 J cap plus 1 K cap, and then 1 I cap plus 2 J cap plus 3 K cap. You have to do R2 minus R1. Then you will get what? S bar. Whenever you got the S bar, and you have to multiply with the force vector here. Clear? Everybody understood, right? So write that, work done. The dot product of force and displacement. The dot product of force and displacement. Write the formula and copy the examples. Thank you. Done? Next, units of force, units of work. What are the units of work? This one is Newton and then this one is meter. So that Newton meters. What is the Newton formula? Newton's units are what? Kg meter per second square into meters. So that what will get here? Kg meter square per second square. This is also one of the unit of the work only. And also general unit is what? What is SI unit generally? Generally we will use always what? Joules. So that the work will be measured in the joules, otherwise Newton meter or kg meter square per second square. And also you tell me that Newton meter is a unit for another quantity also. What is that? Think properly. Newton meter is a unit for the another quantity also. Torque. Torque is equals to tau is equals to what is the formula? Force into perpendicular distance. F into R. So that F into R nothing but will get F nothing but newtons, again R means meters only. So that is also one of the unit for the, this is also another unit for the torque also, but we will not measure the torque in joules. Work will be measured in the joules only, but the torque will not measure in joules. Why? Because that is a just turning effect. There is a force produced in the turning motion, otherwise rotating motion. That we will discuss in the system of particles however. So here the work done will be measured either in Newton meter or kg meter square per second square or in terms of joules. And also one of the CGS unit is there. CGS unit. What is that? Ergs. Correct? Remember that? The work will be measured in the ergs also. So how to get that? 1 joule is equals to how many ergs? 10 power 7 ergs. See that we can convert easily that one. Kg meter per second square. Meter square per second square. You only said that unit. So you have to convert into CGS units, nothing but here 1 kg is equals to how many grams? 1000 grams. So that 1000 I got 1000 gram. 1 meter is equals to how many centimeters? 100 centimeters. So that 100 square and then centimeter square. Why? Because here meter square is there, no? And then second will be second only in CGS also. So that whenever you see this one is 10 power 3 and then this one is how much? 10 power 4. And what is remaining here? Gram centimeter square per second square. Then this will be how much? 10 power 7 gram centimeter per second square. Centimeter square per second square. So this totally what we call nothing but this totally we call as erg. So that 1 joule kg meter square per second square nothing but indirectly what is that? Joule only. So that 1 joule is equals to how many ergs here? 10 power 7 ergs. 1 joule is equals to 10 power 7 ergs. Important conversion, that is. Copy all the units. And also tell me the dimensional formula also at a time. Work done is equals to what is the dimensional formula? M mass meter square nothing but L square per second square nothing but T power minus 2. That's it. Copy everything, all the units. SI and CGS units along with the dimensional formula. Still who is absent? All students. Still who is absent? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಾ? Finished? Yes. Next, work done by the variable force. 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 So for example, the force is given as a function of x. At that time you have to find out the work done. Then what you can do, for example, here W is equals to, what is the formula for us? F into S only, right? If the force is given as a function, at that time, for example, I'll get dW is equals to, what will get here? F into ds only. Now if I do the differentiation both the sides, now I want to get the total work, then what do you have to do? Integration. Integration of dW is equals to integration of F into ds. In that, integration of dW means what? W only. The integration of F into ds. This is the work done by the variable force. For example, they have given the force also, here also they have given as a vector form only, Fx I cap plus Fy j cap plus Fz k cap. Like this they have given the force. So even then each and everything is variable only, is there in the function of x only. Then how to apply the variable force here? You have to find out the work done here. Integration of, what I can write, a total F bar into ds bar. So that what I can do here, the work done is equals to integration of Fx and then dx. Why? Because the displacement also will be given as a vector only again. Fs and then here s bar is equals to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. So clearly what I can write, Fx into dx plus next one is Fy into dy plus next one is Fz into dz. And also they will give the limits also, sometimes x1 to x2, y1 to y2 and then z1 to z2. Understand, right? How to apply the variable force? Nothing but whenever they have given the force in terms of the x, for example, they will give F is equals to 2 plus 3x. So you have to find out the work done. Then what you have to do, work done is equals to W is equals to integration of F into dx you have to do. For example, they have given the dy here. At that time, W is equals to integration of F into dy you have to do. If they are given in terms of z, nothing but dz. If they have given in terms of r, at that time what you have to do? Integration of F into dr. That's it. So limits they will be giving, from where to where it is varying, the displacement is varying from where to where, like that and all they will give. So whenever the variable force is given, this is how you have to do the work done. That is the main important thing here. And also now I'll give a force and displacement graph to you. Force and displacement graph I have given. You have to find out the work done. What you have to do? Area na slope? Area you have to apply. See that work done is equals to, what is the formula? Force into displacement. We have discussed so many times already. Whenever you got the multiplication, at that time what you have to find out? Area of the graph. See here, whenever the components given as force and then displacement, you have to write the formula. That's it. Major formula you have to write. For example, if they are given about the F and then T graph, you have to find out the momentum. What you have to do? You have to write the relation between the force, time and momentum first of all. What is the force formula? Second law, delta P by delta T only. Now I want only delta P, then what I can write? F into delta T. Multiplication means what you have to do? Area of the graph. Whenever you get, for example, they have given the PT graph, at that time you have to find out the force. Then what you have to do? Division. See that P and T. P divided by T, nothing but division means you have to do the slope. Whenever you got F into T, nothing but you have to find out the area of the graph. Remember that. So always the product between the components, nothing but area. Division between the components, nothing but that is a slope you have to find out. Now they have given the force and displacement graph like this. F and then S graph they have given. And asking the work done. How to find out the work done now? How to find out the work done? W is equals, what is the formula? Force into displacement. Multiplication means what you have to find out? Area of the graph. So that simply area of Fs graph gives what? Gives work done. Area of the Fs graphs give work done. Very, very important. So this is about the work done by the variable force. Here they will give different curves, otherwise different lines they will give and also values. directly you can find out the area only. And also you can take, always you have to take, for example, the line is there on the above the displacement or below the displacement. Whenever above is there at that time positive area, below is there at that time negative area, you have to take negative work done and then positive work done you have to take. So this is about the work done by the variable force, right? That work done by the variable force. Copy everything. That note point also you write. Finished, huh? Write a problem. A body of mass 5 kg, a body of mass 5 kg is placed at the origin, is placed at the origin and can move only body of mass 5 kg placed at the origin and can move only on the x-axis and can move only on the x-axis. A force of 10 newtons, a force of 10 newtons is acting on it, force of 10 newtons is acting on it in a direction in a direction making an angle of 60 degrees, making an angle of 60 degrees with the x-axis, and displaces it along the x-axis by 4 meters, then work done by the force is, yes, very good, work done by the force is 20 joules. Basic problem I have given. I have given angle also, no? How much angle is? 60 degrees. So what is the formula? Work done is equals to Fs cos theta, that's it. Fs cos 60, you will get force is how much there? 10, and then displacement is 4, so 40, and then cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So what is the answer? 20 you will get. Everybody got that? Yes? Shall I do otherwise on the board? No, right? Then next problem, a force F is equals to, 5 I cap plus, a force F is equals to 5 I cap plus 3 j cap, 5 I cap plus 3 j cap is applied over a particle, which displaces it from the origin, to a point r bar is equals to 2 I cap minus j cap, then find the work done. Plus 7 or minus 7? Plus 7, sure. Yes. See that what is the force given? 5 I cap plus 3 j cap. This is the force given. Correct only, no? Force is 5 I cap plus 3 j cap, and then displacement is how much they have given? R bar is equals to 2 I minus j. You have to find out what? Work done. What is the work formula? W is equals to force into displacement, F bar dot R bar. So you have to do the dot product. I said how to do the dot product. You have to multiply with I cap and then j cap with j cap. So multiply I cap with I cap. What is this? 5 into 2 is 10 plus 3 into minus 1. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So that the answer is 7 joules. This is the work done. Joules, I am sorry, 7 joules. That is the work done you will get. Everybody got that? Yes? Next type of problem. A horizontal force of 5 newtons is required to maintain a velocity of 2 meter per second, for a block of 10 kg mass, sliding over a rough surface, then find the work done by this force, in 1 minute. work done by this force in 1 minute. Let me repeat the question. A horizontal force of 5 newtons required to maintain a velocity of 2 meter per second for a block of mass 10 kg sliding over a rough surface. Then find the work done by this force in 1 minute. How much? 600. Very good. Very, very good. $600 joules is the correct answer. Did you get that? Do that slowly only, but you get the proper answer. It is maintaining a particular velocity in time t. So that what you have to do? Displacement, that's it. Work done is equals, what is the formula? Force into displacement. In the place of displacement, what I can write? Velocity into time, that's it. W is equals to force into displacement is the formula. Force is given, but the displacement is not given. To get the displacement, what you have to do? Velocity is equals to displacement by time, then displacement is equals to, what is the formula? Velocity into time. That is what you have to do here. So that force into, in the place of displacement, I can write the velocity which is it is maintaining, and then into t you have to do. Then after that, force is how much? 5 newtons. Velocity is how much? 2 meter per second. And then time is how much? 60 seconds. Some of the Medhavis will be taking this as 1 minute only directly. So you will get the answer as 10. Then everybody is saying why 600, I am getting only 10 as the answer, like that you will think. So 5 into 10 and then time is 1 minute means you have to take it as 60 seconds. Then what is the answer you will get? 600 joules. This is the work done. Clear? Anybody got 10 as the answer? Will be there. That kind of people will be there, but they will not raise their hands. Yes, next problem. A box of mass 5 newtons. Oh, that only, no, he said. A box of mass 1 kg. Box of mass 1 kg is pulled on a horizontal plane. Of length 1 meter. By a force of 8 newtons. Then it is raised vertically to a height of 2 meters. Then find the net work done. Read the question properly first. Analyze that and find the answer. What is that? 28. Yes, very good, Nana. $28 joules is the answer. 28 joules is the correct answer. Let them try, Anusha. Let them try. Let them try and get the answer. Why I have given time for that only, no? Otherwise I can explain in the first only. They have to try. Hmm? 8 into root 5. No. Shall I? How many of you got 28 is the answer? Only 2 members. That's it. 2 members in the class. Good, good. See that? Why you are feeling this much is that much difficulty, na? This problem? Very easy only. What is the problem they have given? A mass of 1 kg is pulled on a horizontal plane of length. How much? Plane length is 1 meter. So a 1 kg mass pulled on a horizontal plane of length. How much? They said 1 meter. Nothing but displacement is how much? 1 meter is the displacement. By applying how much force? 8 newtons force. They are applying a 8 newtons force, so that they are making how much displacement here? 1 meter. And after that, what they are doing here? 8 newtons, and then it is raised. Nothing but it is completing 1 meter. After that, it is raised upwards. It is raised upwards, and it is doing how much displacement? Vertically to a height of 2 meters height. Totally 2 meters height they have taken here. Now finally the block is there here. 1 kg block is there here. Then you have to find out the total work done. So first of all, the body is moving. Whenever the body is moving with the same force, at that time you can take displacement and then you can get the work done. Some of the people got that work done only. 8 into under root 1 square plus 2 square they have done. So that 8 into root 5 they got the answer. How many of you got that answer? It's okay, raise, no problem. You are trying at least. Only 2 members. Yes, good. So why? Because you thought that force into displacement, so that force, whatever the force applied, and then net displacement will take, so that net work done will get. But whenever we have applied the same force, then only you will get that. However, whenever the body is moving vertically, there is another extra force is acting on that. Which force that is? mg. So that if you are applying the same force also, you have to do 8 minus mg again. Then only you can find out that as a net work done. So whenever the body either moving in the upwards, otherwise in the downward direction, that is purely moving under the gravity. So at that time, you cannot apply the direct formulas. Then what you have to do here? Here a force of 8 newtons I applied, so that I moved here, and after that I lifted in this direction like this. This marker only I have taken, 1 kg marker I have taken. This 1 kg marker I have moved horizontally by applying how much force? 8 newtons. And after that I am raising this one in the upward direction, nothing but what is the force I applied? Rising nothing but what is the force applied here? Mg only. Force applied is how much? I want to overcome mg. If I leave this one, then what happens? It will fall downwards. So I have to overcome that mg, and then I have to raise this one, nothing but with the equal force I have to write. Now rise, nothing but how much force? Mg force I have to apply. Clear, everybody? So here, whenever by applying the 8 newtons, it is making how much displacement? 1 meter on the horizontal. Let me take along the x-axis. Along the x-axis, work done is equals to what is the formula we got? 8 into 1. Then how much that will be? 8 joules. Then along vertically upward direction. In that direction, we are just pulling the body in the upward direction. Pulling the body by which force? Nothing but by mg only. Whatever the weight is acting on the body, By that force only you are pulling that in the upward direction. Anything you are pulling, nothing but you are just equally you are applying the force for the mg, then only you can pull that. So that here I am applying a force is equals to how much, that is mg. So what is the mass of the body here? 1 kg, and then g is 10 by the way. How much displacement we are making? 2 meters. So that work done is equals to mg force and then displacement. Force is how much? Mg into displacement along the y-axis. So force is equals to, what is the mass here? Mass is 1, g is 10, and the displacement is how much here? 2 is the displacement. So that what we get here? 20 joules. Then the net work done is equals to how much? W net is equals to, what I can write that one as W1 plus W2. How much that is? 28. Everybody understood the answer? Yes. For example, I am giving another question in this. I am not lifting in the upward direction. What I am doing, nothing but I am moving 1 meter forward, and by applying the same force, I am moving 1 meter backward. Then what is the work done? 0. Why? Because net displacement is how much? 0. I applied the same force, so that I have taken the net displacement. Clear everybody? Copy that. Diagram is important. Mainly that force you have to write. F is equals to mg only. Next problem. A positive dependent force, F bar is equals to, a positive dependent force F bar is equals to 7 minus 2x plus 3x square. 7 minus 2x square, I am sorry, 7 minus 2x plus 3x square newtons acts on a small object, acts on a small object of mass 2 kg, to displace it from x is equals to 0 to x is equals to 5 meters, then find the work done in joules. Very good. Work done you have to find out. Who got the answer? Very good, Nana. Very good. Very good. Huh? 135. 135 is the correct answer. You got that? Just integration only. Nothing is there. Integration of f dx. Finished? See that. They are asking to find out the work done. Work done is equals to what is the formula for us? F into dx only, na? I said already, whenever the force is given in function of the displacement, at that time you have to find out. Anywhere if you find this kind of problem, nothing but you have to immediately do the integration. That's it, nothing else. So that W is equals to integration of F into dx. So integration of F is what here? 7 minus 2x plus 3x square into dx. This is the work done. Then you have to do the integration, means what will get here? 7x minus this one will be 2x square by 2 plus 3 into x cube by 3. 2 gone and then 3 gone. Then limits are from where to where they are saying? 0 to 5. Then apply the limits. Upper limit first of all. 7 into 5 will be 35 minus 5 square nothing but 25 plus 5 cube is 125. Then totally will be how much? That is 135 joules. This is the work done. That's it. Why you are not able to do that? I mean, if you got the answer, raise your hands. 135. Yes, very good, Nana. Very good. Girls, you have to do fast. Next problem. The relation between force and position, is shown in the figure. Then find the work done by the force. In displacing the body from x is equals to 1 to 5 meters. What is the answer? Wrong. Check properly. No. Here 10 I have given this as 20. Take this as 20. What's the answer you got? 20 joules is the correct answer. How to find out the work done from the force and displacement graph? Area. Net area you have to take, that's it. Take all the rectangles, triangle, whatever the rectangle squares you have, and then find out the answer. Finished? 20 joules is the correct answer for that. Check that. So here first area 1, 2 and then 3, 4. So up to where they are asking? 5 only. Some of the people might be considered this also. Then you will get the wrong answer. Why? Because they are asking up to 5 only. From x is equals to 1 to 5 or 0 to 5? 1 to 5. So that from x is equals to 1 to 5 only you have to consider. This is still 5 meters only displacement. Then clearly you know already the work done is equals to the area of, I said already, area of the force and then displacement graph. So area W is equals, first area is what? Here rectangle will get, no? So what will get here? Displacement is horizontally so much? 2 minus 1, 1 and then this one is 10. So that what will get here? 20 is the first area. Then second area is 1, right? Yes, 10. Then next area is how much? 3 minus 2, 1 and then this is how much? 20. So that what will get here? 20. And then this one, next one is the minus, from where to where here? From origin to minus 20. And then this one is how much? 4 minus 3 is 1 into minus 20. So that what will get here? Minus 20. And then plus, for the fourth area what will get here? 5 minus 4 is 1 into this one is how much? 10. So that 10 here you will get. Then 20 gone. What is the answer you got? 20 joules. While saying about the area only, I said that whenever you get positive area, you have to take positive. In the negative axis, you are getting nothing but you have to take negative area only. So the answer is 20 joules. How many of you got this answer? It's almost everybody. Very good. Very good, Nana. Very good. Next, write one more problem. Here is the problem. A 10 kg mass moves along x-axis, full stop. Its acceleration as a function of its position shown in the figure. Acceleration as a function of its position as shown in the figure. Then what is the total work done on the mass? What is the total work done on the mass? Moves from x is equals to 0 to 8 meters. X is equals to 0 to 8 meters. They have given acceleration graph. Look at that first.